Vicky here with you, and today we're making some cards using the beautiful set that was sent over by I don't remember if it was part of the set of stuff that Ella sent or if it was part of the set that Francis sent, but it's all coming from Francis' stash anyway. So thank you, Francis, for this. So I'm using this beautiful paper because it's just gorgeous. And if I remember correctly, this was the paper that most of you guys had mentioned that you would like to see me use. So I'm gonna start off using the teal because it's just stunning, and we're gonna be making something with that. Look at, it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. So because the image is quite big, I've pulled out some 6x6 paper, and I thought we would use, because I mean that takes pretty much the entire card. So that's what we're gonna go with, and this one here, the edge is kind of broken. I don't know what happened when I folded the paper, but I kind of ruined it. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna distress the edge with Mermaid Lagoon, which is kind of a teal, and so that it kind of hides a bit that fact, or uses it up in the sense that it's gonna look a little bit distressed. So almost looks like I did it on purpose, which is not the case, but shh, we won't say anything. And this is going to be useful because there's some birthdays coming up, and so it's going to be good to have a few birthday cards ready to go. So let's move that. And okay. And then I do have, I believe, some teal plain cardstock, so I could put a little bit of that, and then layer. I just have to be careful because I need to have enough space to put this big circle here, because I do intend on using the full circle, because I don't see how I would use it otherwise. So if I go and I'm in a little bit shorter, I still have enough room, I believe. So I'm going to be good to cut it just a tad. So these are old file folders from the office. Instead of throwing them out, I recycle and reuse. And we love that. So here we go. So I'm gonna glue this one down right away. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this piece and use a portion. And then that's gonna go like that. And there's some little tabs. That's the part I don't like with these kits, is those tiny little tabs that I just can't seem to cut out the images without having them. for some reason. I don't know if it's just me. So I hope your month of August is going well, and that you're enjoying your summer. Pretty crazy weather. I think I'm gonna put it a little bit higher so that I can put something with, like I can put, let's say, birthday wishes or I was thinking like birthday wishes. Maybe I can I wonder if my punch if one of my round punch would be sufficient to would it be bigger? Or is it pretty much the same? Looks pretty much the same size. Yeah, so that's not gonna help. Unless I take my where did I put them? Unless I use one of my circle dies, like this would be sufficient. But now I went and glued my pieces. I shouldn't have. Now that I'm doing this, realizing that I shouldn't have glued this down, I should have waited and cut the thing out of it. Oh well. I didn't expect that I was going to use a portion of this. This would still be nice. Maybe I can use that. And where's my little... Will this be okay for the little machine, or do I need to pull out my big one? No, it would work. Okay, so this was not expected. Yeah, that's what happens when I make 6x6 cards. I often take a lot longer to make them than I would with other cards, which is strange, I know, but it's just the way it is. I just end up spending a lot more time putting them together. Okay, so because this is a small die, and because of the fact that I'm not using the middle piece, because obviously if I had used the middle piece, then I wouldn't be able to do this on the smaller machine. I would have had to run with my big shot, because obviously I want to have almost 6x6, and 6x6 doesn't fit in this. So maybe it's better that way, that you did it this way. If I can unstuck this, oh my god. I could really number there. Okay, so there's that, and I'm gonna keep the dies close just in case I want to use them for one of the other cards. Might be fun. I don't use my dies a lot, which is kind of sad because I have a ton of them, and I do love them, but it's just haven't been using them recently all that much. I guess probably because it takes a lot of room, and when I'm filming, it's not the ideal. So then I would put this. And I'm thinking I would like to raise this up. So I'll raise it with I'll raise it up with some foam. Foam tape. I get my foam tape from the dollar store. It's just the type of foam that you can use for your frames and things. It's very cheap. Okay, I should have put this first. That would have been the smart thing to do. I thought I had. Clearly I didn't. Okay, so put that on top of that, and then this here. Raised up. That's fun. Now I'm pretty sure I have some gold dewdrops, which is another thing that I haven't been using, and I used to use them all the time, and that's something I stopped a little while back. But why can't I find my gold? Oh, there they are. I don't even know if they still sell these things or not, but I have a ton, so I'm good for a while. I've got them in all kinds of colors because I was using them like crazy all the time. So they're just fun. Instead of using regular bling, they're called dewdrops. They're robin's nest dewdrops. And as I said, I don't know if they still sell them. Some of you guys might know. Haven't been purchasing much. My supplies of my supplies have been coming from Francis and other people like you guys that send me some goodies. But other than that, I purchased most of it at the thrift stores. I did purchase some inks, distress inks, I believe this year, but that's pretty much it. I haven't been buying new things. And I do have the stuff, so I need to use it. But if you're new to card making and this is something you want, well, like I said, I don't know if they still make them. But if they don't, there's probably somebody else making something very similar. And you could use bling, of course, as well. I just didn't want to put regular bling. I wanted something more gold, because of the gold of the frame and everything. So yeah, that's the reasoning behind this. Okay, so here's my first card, all blinged out. I love it. It's going to be perfect for some of my staff whose birthdays are coming up. So there's that. And then let's see. For the next one, might be fun to use this big one since I have another big card. Could do something similar. I have some blue paper that doesn't have beautiful birds on it, that's just like plain. The other papers seem to have mostly stuff on them. Which I don't want to use. Okay, so let's see what I have in blue cardstock first of all, because clearly one of the things will be, this be pretty, or is that too pale? I could cover the entire thing or leave just a tiny bit. It is very pale, but might still be pretty though. Depends on the rest of the paper, that's the thing. And right now I don't know what paper I want to use, so that's a problem. And let me see what I have close by that. Let me pause you and I'll be back. I'll pause the timer and I'll find some paper and be back. Okay, so I'm back. Let's start off the timer again. I have this beautiful pack of paper that I got quite a long time ago, and it's just a stunning piece of stunning paper. And there's two papers that I'm thinking could be pretty, this one or possibly this one. So let's pull out first of all the image, and then we can see what feels right for this. Okay, so there's that. And then so it would be either with this background or there's yellow as well that could be pretty. Because there's some yellow on him. Oh, decisions. The other one, there's that. Makes it very fresh looking. It's a completely different look. I like that one. They're all so pretty. Okay, so let's use this one. I just really like it. And so we're gonna, and I don't know what sentiment to put with this card. It seems to be too big, like compared to, like this could be on a card by itself, so I don't want it on there. So maybe I'm gonna have to use another type of sentiment. Okay, so we're gonna, and because I don't want to pull out my big shot, I'm gonna go for it and glue this stuff down. Well, maybe not right away, but sooner rather than later. Okay, so there's that piece. I could not put any sentiment, but it's just, it feels like something would be missing. Okay, I don't like this portion. I don't see myself using that, so I'm going to cut it so that I could possibly use this portion. For sure I can use the top, because that's the right way. I could have cut the top piece though. That would have been the smartest thing to do, since now it's going to be a little bit harder. But anyway, too bad, so sad, too late. Okay, so I'm going to put that like that, and then I've got my bird. I could put the sentiment at the top this time around, or directly in the middle at the bottom. Let's see. Let's see. I wonder if I have something inside this that I could use to cut this out. I said I wanted it in the middle. This would work, and then I could put something like I could put it somewhere like here, and I do have this piece here that could be very pretty, so that might work perfectly. So let's do that. Wrong way. Okay, so can I do my little hello friend? These are from my digital sentiments, so if you're interested, you can go in my Etsy store to grab a set. There's all sorts of fonts, and very useful for projects like this where you don't want necessarily to pull out some inks and stamps and whatever. And they're all, like I said, all kinds of different fonts. These dies, by the way, are from Spellbinders. I've had these forever, and as you can see, I store them in a little CD case. It's very convenient for smaller dies. Okay, so here's that. I don't think we're gonna have time to do another card, honestly. Like, if we do one, it's gonna be a smaller one, so I don't think I'm gonna be needing my dies, but maybe we'll see. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, I like that a lot. And I'm thinking that I'll probably put a flower. Actually, I think I have some beside me that I could actually use for this. So I won't even need to go far to grab them. There's that. And then this one I'm just going to glue down like that. And so I've got pink flowers and I've got yellow flowers. So not sure which one would be prettier, pink or the yellow, or do I do a mix of both? I don't know what happened to this one. It looks like it's got some stain on it. Maybe I can use some brads. So I don't. Obviously, these are from cheap way of getting flowers is from the dollar store. You get some daisies, and then you just remove them from the stem, and voila, you've got some flowers. And I have some brads, so I could use some brads as the center, and it's going to make it easier to glue these things down. Maybe these, because I've got two of them, so it would go together. Whoops. Shoot. Doesn't want to go through. Okay, so like, and it goes with the gold. Clearly not a very realistic flower, but that's okay. Doesn't need to be realistic for this card. Do I put 3 or do I put 2? I don't have 3 of the brads, however, so I would have to change my brad to something else. Like I could change it to something like this, which is also kind of goldish. Then could do 3. Let's see. They're big, the flowers. I could go with smaller flowers, but I kind of want to use these ones because I still have a lot of them. And yeah, let's go for 3 because why not? And then I can just put these back. Sometimes you just have to try it and you figure it out and take it from there. Obviously, there's probably some of you that are going to think it was prettier without the third or prettier without flowers, or it's all a question of opinion. I mean, there's no right way of doing this. You just go with what feels right for you. You're the one giving that card out. So who cares if somebody else doesn't like it? So long as the person that you're giving it to appreciates it, that's pretty much all there is to it. So don't, worry about having it exactly like somebody else's. The point of making cards is for it to be yours. is to be unique. If we wanted everybody else's cards, then we wouldn't be making our cards, we would be purchasing them straight from the store. So just go for it and don't be scared. That's all I got to say on this. Yeah, I think it's gonna be nice and bright, and my tape is God knows where. I'm pretty sure I had it right by me. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna put double-sided tape on them, and hopefully it will stick if I can lift it. And voila, so that's my second card. Very bright, very cheerful, I think. Two very different cards. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one, and take care in the meantime, and enjoy your month of August. Bye everyone.